Mike Donald was one of baseball's best hitters, and he was also one of baseball's most colorful and flamboyant personalities. He held a lifetime .334 batting average, a total that trails only Nap Lajoie and Honus Wagner amongst all hitters between 1899 and 1908. But life for Mike Donald brought other fascinations besides baseball. He married a vaudeville comedienne named Mabel Height, and in 1909 and 1910 he turned his back on baseball to perform on stage with Mabel. They started an act called Stealing Home. He also did other shows with other stars and even had some minor roles in the movies. Mike Donald had his share of personal problems. He sometimes found himself suspended from baseball or even in jail. Fans, however, loved him, and he was one of the game's most popular players. Hi, everybody. This is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics bringing to you a new series. This is game number 58 of the All-Time Greats Tournament. And this series is the 1922 St. Louis Browns versus the 1904 New York Giants best of three series. And here are your starting lineups for today's game. All right, the Christian gentleman, Christy Mathewson, takes the mound and toes the rubber. Johnny Tobin steps in the box for St. Louis. We're ready to begin. Here's the pitch to Jack Tobin. 44 is a single, a leadoff single for Tobin. Fast runner. No, he's not a fast runner. He's average speed at first base. Marty McManus, the second baseman, comes to bat. And I do see an extra 31 on the card. Tobin's stealing rating is a F18, not great. Hold rating for Matheson is +1 to his favor, and the catcher Brown, no rating on the throwing arm. So it'd be an F17. They're going to hit and run. See if they can open up the defense a little bit. Here's the pitch to Marty McManus. 31 is a 8. And that is going to be a number 26 below. Ground ball to second base. 4-3. And Tobin goes to second. One down. Here's George Sisler, 420 hitter in 1922. I think that's the highest batting average in the All-Time Greats Tournament. Mathewson will pitch to him, 332 behind him with power. 1-2 is a 25. That's going to be a line out to second base. We're playing basic Apba, and New York is a fielding column 3, and St. Louis is fielding column 2. 2 down, and Kenneth Williams, 39 homers and a .332 average in 1922. .55 is an 8 against an AC pitcher. That's going to be a ground ball back to the pitcher, Matheson. Throws to first, and no runs. We go to the bottom of the first inning, New York coming to bat. All right, Urban Shocker is a grade A with Z modifier. I think he has one of the great names in baseball, especially for a pitcher. Urban Shocker. Faces New York's leadoff hitter is George Brown, the left fielder. 46 is a 27. That's going to be a ground out to third base. 5-3. Roger Bresnahan playing third base today. Steps into the box. 45 is going to be a walk to Roger Bresnahan. He is a fast runner at first. Stealing rating is E30. The E rating would allow him to steal if there were 2 outs. Here is Mike Donlin, 329, hitter in 1904. 1905 he had his best year. I think he was 356. Here's the pitch to Mike Donlin. 52 is a 27, fielding column 2. That's a fielder's choice. 5-4. Retiring Bresnahan at second. Donlin's at first. Fast runner. And he's an A23 stealer. Chances to steal second for Donlin would be 11-43. There are 2 outs. He's going to go. Here's the throw. 16, and he is safe with a stolen base. Shocker stretches. Here's the pitch to Dan again. 51 is an 8 against an A. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Shocker, who throws over to first. Sisler ends the first inning. We go to the second inning, no score. Baby Doll Jacobson will lead off for the Browns in the second. 15 is going to be a base hit for Jacobson. I think 11 AC, that's correct. If it were playing basic, he would get a steal of second. Let's look at his steal rating, E29. Hank Severide will sacrifice, try to move the runner. 24 is a 32. Out at first, and the runner goes to second, 5-3. Sacrifice is good. And Jacobson is at second. Fast runner. Pepper Austin, better. Pepper's a 290 hitter, and behind him he's got Gerber, 267, and then the pitcher. Christy Matheson will deal with Austin. Here's the pitch. 43 is a 29. And that is a ground out to first base, 3-1. Jacobson goes to third, 2 outs. Now they walk Gerber. Intentional walk. So first and third, and Urban Shocker comes to bat. .44 is an 8 against an AC pitcher. That's going to be a fly out. Okay, now it's going to be a fly out to right field, and that is caught by Mike Donlin. So that's the end of the second inning. Top half. We go to the bottom half. No score. Bill Donlin leads off for the Giants. 53 is an 18 against fielding column 2. It's an error on the shortstop, Wally Gerber. First error of the game. And Donlin's fast runner at first. C31's a very good steal rating. His chances to be safe are 11-55. The catcher for St. Louis Severide is a +2 to his favor. Urban Shocker's 0 moved to first. But he's going to go. Sam Mertz is the batter. Dolan takes off for second. 43. He is going to be safe for the stolen base, the second stolen base for the Giants. No outs. Man in scoring position. Mertz is going to bunt. 54 is a 32, and bunt is going to be a good sacrifice, 3-4. Dolan goes to third, and with one out, 90 feet away from scoring, here is Billy Gilbert. .43 is a 29, fielding column 2. Ground ball back to Shocker, who checks the runner at third, and then throws to Sisler at first. 2 outs. So Gilbert fails to deliver. It's going to be up to the catcher Bowerman. .232 hitter. Shocker's going to take his chances and pitch to him. 53 is a 20, fielding column 2. That's going to be a single. And the runner scores. Infield single by Bowerman. RBI. Unearned run, though. So Bowerman's at first. Here's Christy Mathewson. The result on that play, if there were less than 2 outs and the Browns were playing close, they would have been able to hold the runner. But with 2 outs, they're playing deep. Runner scores. Here's the pitch to Mathewson. 1-6 is a 28. That is a ground ball to the shortstop. Gerber. That's the third out. But the Giants get on the board with 1, and Christy Mathewson on the mound. Might be all they need. We go to the third inning. I forgot to change the scoreboard. It is 1-0 New York. All right, Johnny Tobin leads off for the St. Louis Browns, and I want to call him Jack, and I'm wondering if it's Jack Tobin on Stratomatic cards, because I played a lot of years with Stratomatic, and that Jack Tobin comes to mind. They have Johnny as the nickname on the APBA card. 32 is a 26. That's going to be a ground ball to second base. Gilbert makes the play. Tobin's 1 for 2. Here is Marty McManus. 16 is a 28. That's a ground out to the shortstop, Bill Dolan. 2 down. And now here is George Sisler. 53 is a 9 against an AC. That's going to be a ground out to shortstop, 6-3. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 New York. George Brown leads off for New York. 22 is a single for George Brown to right field. That's only the second hit for the Giants. And Brown is a fast runner at first. B23 stealing, or 21 with the adjustments. That would be a 11-43. New York has been running. They've stolen 2 bases already. Here's Roger Bresnahan. He's got an extra 31 on his card. I think we will hit and run. 21 is a 31 there, and that is going to be a single to right center. Hit and run play executed perfectly by the Giants. First and third, New York. Bresnahan E30 stealing. So I think there has to be at least, there has to be 2 outs before 6th inning before he can steal. So he's at first. Here's Mike Donlin. Nobody out. The Browns will play the infield in. Can't give up a lot of runs against Christy Mathewson, so they're going to risk it. Here's the pitch. 1-3 is a 14. 2 balls and no strikes. Oh, nope, that's a walk when there's two on like that. Yeah, there's a walk. Bases are loaded. Damn again. Got Donlin at first, Bresnahan at second, Brown at third. Infield's going to play back and see if they can get a double play here. Here's the pitch to Dan McGann. 1-4 is a 30. Fielding column 2. Fly out to left field, and the runner scores. So it's a sac fly. Brown scores, and it's 2-0 Giants. Bill Dolan, the shortstop. 31 is a 9. He gets an A. That's going to be a round out to the pitcher. 1-3. Second and third now. 2 outs to Sam Mertz. .278 hitter. Here's the pitch. 43 is going to be an out. 29. That is 1-3 ground out. But on 2 hits and a walk and a sac fly, the New York Giants score again. It's 2-0 as we go to the fourth. Okay, St. Louis will lead off with Ken Williams, Baby Doll Jackinson, and then Hank Severide. Williams had 39 homers and 37 steals in 1922. Here's the pitch to Ken Williams. 22 is a double to right center field. A lot of power and a lot of speed on the Browns' 22 team. They were the St. Louis team in the early 20s, even over the St. Louis Cardinals. It didn't last long, though. Here is Baby Doll Jacobson. Williams at second. Here's the pitch. He's going to swing away. 24 is a fly ball to right field, and that is caught by Mike Donlin. 1 away. Hank Severide. 42 is a 9 against a AC pitcher. That's going to be a ground out to shortstop. Oh, and let's see. And the runner goes to third. So 2 outs. Pepper Austin, the third baseman. .61 is a 24. That's going to be 6-3 ground out. So Williams doubles the lead off, but he's stranded. We go to the bottom of the fourth. New York Giants 2 and the St. Louis Browns nothing. Okay, Billy Gilbert leads off for the Giants. 45 is going to be a 14. That's a walk. Mike Bowerman, single, and Joe Ritterryan his first time up. So maybe he's got a hot bat. We're not going to sacrifice. He's going to swing away. 1-6 is a 28. And that's a ground out to shortstop. The runner goes to second. Pitcher Christy Mathewson comes up. .62 is a 26. 4-3, ground out. Gilbert goes to third. And now George Brown, .284 hitter for the Giants. 1 for 2 today. 53 is 15. Fielding column 2. That is a single to left. And an errant throw back into the infielder by Ken Williams as an error will let Brown go to second base. Single E7 RBI. Gilbert scores, and New York takes a 3-0 advantage. Roger Bresnahan. Been on base twice, singled and walked. 65 is a foul out to the third baseman. Caught by Pepper Austin, and that's the third out. But the Giants have scored in 3 straight innings to go to the fifth, 3-0, New York. Wally Gerber leads off the top of the fifth inning for the St. Louis Browns. There's the pitch from Mathewson. 34 is a fly ball to center field, and that is caught by Sam Mertz. 1 away. Here's Urban Shocker. Urban Shocker was a spitball pitcher and very successful. Came up with the Yankees in the teens, but was traded shortly before 1920, where he might have helped them. They only fell 3 games short in the 20 pennant race, so he might have been a help for them 1 year earlier than 1921, establishing their dynasty. But he went to the St. Louis Browns and won 27 games in 21, 20. The next 2 years, he won 24 and 22. And that he didn't get along with management. There's disputes about him running along with his wife. They argued about on road trips, and he argued with that policy. And then he was traded back to the Yankees, struggled in 25, but in 26 and 27 helped the Yankees back to pennants. Here's the pitch to Urban Shocker. And one more thing about him, since we're going into his bio. He retired early, went back to Denver to work in a radio shop and learn aviation. He contracted pneumonia and passed away at a young age. Here's the pitch to Urban Shocker. 41 is a ground ball to shortstop, 2 away. And Mathewson has a chance for his first 1-2-3 inning if he can retire Johnny Tobin. 43, and he can retire Tobin. It's a ground ball back to Christy Mathewson. 1-3. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the 6th inning. It's the Giants 3 and the Browns nothing. Mike Donlin will start the 6th for New York. 21 is a fly ball to left. 1 away. Here is Dan McGann. 6-6 roll. That's hit column roll for Dan McGann. And 25 is going to be triple for the Giants first baseman. Only 1 away. And here is Bill Dolan. The St. Louis Browns will play the infield in. 3 runs down to Christy Mathewson. I'm going to try not to go forward round. 32 is a 26. And runners out at home, batter to second on a rundown. So they caught McGann betwixt and between, put him in a rundown, and he's out 2 to, well, the throw from second base where the ball was hit. 4-2 to 3. And meanwhile, Dolan goes to second on a fielder's choice with 2 outs. Sam Mertz. 6-6 roll for Mertz. 45 is a double for Sam Mertz. That scores Dolan. 4-0 New York. They've had a steady, consistent offense today. That brings back Billy Gilbert. 63 is a fly ball to center field. 3 outs. But the Giants score 1 in the bottom of the 5th, and we go, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I have my innings wrong. That was the bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th. Giants score 1. It's 4-0 New York. All right, Christy Mathewson toes the rubber to pitch the 6th inning. He has held a powerful Browns lineup to no runs. And it may be that if he pitches against the 20 Indians in round 2, Mike could shut that down. That's going to be a tall order. The 1920 Indians scored 11 runs on each of their games. Marty McManus leads off for St. Louis. 35 is a 9 against an A. That's going to be a ground out to shortstop. 6-3. Here's George Sisler. 0 for 2. 24, he's going to be 0 for 3. That is a strikeout. And now Ken Williams. Williams has doubled in the game. 32 is a 26, ground out to second base, 4 to 3. So that is now 9 in a row retired by Christy Mathewson. We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. The Giants 4 and the Browns nothing. All right, Urban Shocker can pitch to 36 batters before he reaches his point of weaknesses, and that is basically 4 times through the order. And he's not yet 3 times through the order, so he's got a ways to go. And here's pitch to Bowerman. 51 is a ground out to the shortstop, Wally Gerber. Throw to first, 1 down. Here's Christy Mathewson, the pitcher. 21 is a error on the first baseman, George Sisler. E3. They run the jacket out to Matheson and George Brown. .33, that's a 7. That's going to be a single, I believe. No, it's not, because the A turns it into an out, the runner on first. 5 to 3 ground out. Matheson goes to second. Roger Bresnahan. That's a 33 roll. That's a hit column roll. 52 is a 7. That's a single, but Matheson will score. Unearned run. RBI for Bresnahan, and it is 5-0 New York. They scored 1 run in 5 straight innings. Mike Donlin comes to bat. 2 outs. 64 is a 9, and that is a infield single by Mike Donlin. First and second. 7 hits off Urban Shocker. Here is Dan McGann. 64 is a 41, and that is going to be a line drive to second base. If there was no outs, that would be a triple play, but there are 2 outs. So we go to the top of the 7th inning. New York 5 and St. Louis 0. Baby Doll Jacobson leads off the top of the 7th inning. He picked up his nickname in the minor leagues, playing in Mobile, Alabama. He was coming up the bat, and Dan was playing OU Baby Doll, popular tune of the day, and then he hit a home run, so the paper referred to him as Baby Doll Jacobson. Here's the pitch to Baby Doll. 53 is a 15. Fielding column 3 is going to be first and second on an error by the left fielder Brown. E7 puts Jacobson on second base. Hank Severin. Five runs down. Nobody's going to be sacrificing. He's a .321 hitter anyway. 1-6 is a 28. Ground out to the shortstop Gilbert, and Jacobson goes to third. 1 away. St. Louis will play, or New York rather, will play their infield back. Here is Pepper Austin. 16 is a 28. 6 to 3 ground out, and the runner scores. Unearned run and no RBI. It is New York 5, St. Louis 1. 2 away, Wally Gerber. 14 is a fly ball to George Brown on left. He makes that play. 1 unearned run in the top of the 7th. The score is New York 5 and St. Louis 1. Bill Dolan leads off the bottom of the 7th for the Giants. They scored once in every inning except the first. Here's the pitch. 56 is a pop out to shortstop. 1 away. Sam Mertz comes to bat. That is a 22 roll. That's 8 against the A. Pop out to third base. 2 down. Billy Gilbert. 41's the roll, and that is a 28. Ground out to the shortstop, 6-3. So 3 up and 3 down for the Giants. And we go to the 8th. 5-1 New York. St. Louis will begin the 8th inning with a pitch hitter. That's Chick Shorten. He'll be batting for Urban Shocker, who pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 earned runs, 8 hits, no strikeouts, and 2 walks. Christy Matheson toes the rubber. He has passed his point of weakness inning, but he's had no bad things happen. There is no number of batters on his card, so his point of weakness, home rules, is the 7th inning for a starting pitcher. Here's the pitch to Shorten. 34 is a fly ball to center field. And Matheson deals with the St. Louis Browns pinch hitter. There's one away. Hub Pruitt is working in the Browns bullpen. He'll pitch the last of the 8th. Johnny Tobin comes to bat. 25 is going to be a base hit for Johnny Tobin. He is 2 for 4. Average speed at first. Marty McManus is the batter. He has an extra 31. They'll go ahead and start the runner. 51 is a 8. And that is going to be number 26 below against a great AC pitcher. So it's a ground out to second base, 4-3. 2 outs, runner goes to second. And that is George Sisler coming to the plate with the bat in his hands. 420 hitter, he is 0 for 3 today. There's a pitch from 1-1 roll. That's going to be a hit column roll for George Sisler. That could get another run on the board. 55 is a triple for George Sisler to right center field, or deep center field. RBI triple scores Johnny Tobin, and it's now 5-2 New York. Ken Williams. Long one here could put the Browns back in the ball game. 31, and that is a 8. That's going to be a single over second base. And that's the single over second. Runner scores on both the A column and the C column. So run scores. RBI single for Ken Williams, 5-3. So Matheson has reached his point of weakness. He becomes an A pitcher with 3 bad things happening to him. And he'll be pitching to Jacobson with runner on first, 2 outs. Here's a pitch. 44 is a 7 against the A. That's going to be a ground out to third base, 5-3. So 2-run score in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 5-3 New York. Mike Bowerman will lead off the bottom of the 8th inning for the New York Giants. The new pitcher, Hub Chucks Pruitt, is on the mound for the Browns. He's a grade A pitcher in relief. Y modifier. We're going to get a treat here in the bottom of the 8th inning. After Bowerman bats, New York is going to pitch hit for Matheson, and we see John McGraw coming out of the dugout with a bat. He's going to swing. And he had 12 at-bats in 1904. I've never been able to play John McGraw in a game with over the years. And so I kind of enjoying this. Here's pitch to Bowerman. 21 is a fly ball to the left field. 1 down. And up comes John Muggsy McGraw. .24 is a swing and miss, strike 3. He strikes out. So we go with 2 outs. We go to the top of the order, and George Brown. .66 roll for Brown. That's going to be hit column roll. 45 is a double for George Brown, and he is 3 for 5. 2 away in scoring position. Roger Bresnahan, who himself is 2 for 3. 52 is a 27, and that's going to be a Y. He's got the Y modifier, so it's a strikeout. We go to the top of the 9th inning. The Giants have a 2-run lead to protect, 5-3. New pitcher for the Giants in the top of the 9th inning is Dummy Taylor. He is a grade B pitcher with a Y modifier, and he'll be facing Hank Severeid to lead off the 9th for the Browns. Christy Mathewson pitched 8 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, 6 hits, a strikeout, and 1 walk. Here's the pitch to Severeid. 1-1 roll for Severeid, hit column. 22 is a triple for Hank Severeid. That's going to bring the tying run for the Browns to the plate. New York is going to play the infield back. Pepper Austin comes to bat for the Browns. '63 is a 35. Foul out to the shortstop. Caught there by Dolan in foul territory. So that's Gerber comes to bat now with 1 out. '14 is a fly ball to the left field, and the runner will tag up and score. RBI for Gerber makes it 5-4. Bases are clear. Timeout. All right, hometown favorite Eugene Robinson will pitch hit for the pitcher, Hub Pruitt. Bases clear. 2 outs. Browns 1 run down. Here's the pitch from Taylor. 41 is a 28. That's going to be a ball hit on the ground to the shortstop. Dolan's got it. Throws the first. 3 outs. Browns come up short. Final score, the New York Giants 5 and the St. Louis Browns 4. We'll be back with the wrap-up in just a sec. Game 1 of this best of 3 series is taken by the New York Giants. St. Louis Browns scored 4 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. The Giants 5 runs on 9 hits, and they committed 1 error. The winning pitcher was Christy Mathewson. 8 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, saved by Dummy Taylor. And the losing pitcher was Urban Shocker, who gave up 3 earned runs in 7 innings pitched. The star of the game was George Brown, the left fielder, I would say. 3 for 5, scored a run, RBI, and also doubled. So the Giants go up in a magnificent fashion because they've got Joe McGinnity scheduled to pitch tomorrow, another AC pitcher. He had a 1.6 earned run average, and St. Louis will be up against it tomorrow to stay in this tournament. So much for taking time out of your schedule to watch this game. And if you like what you saw, hit subscribe and the like button. And join us again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Good day and God bless.